It's Metal Church right here on your classic metal show from their forthcoming release, featuring the return of Mike Howe with No Tomorrow.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Love it, man. When are we going to get the full CD?
You know, I was promised it 2 weeks ago, and I don't have it. So
Yeah.
It'll be here. I mean, we're okay with them again.
It sounds like Metal Church to me.
Yeah, it does. Sounds good.
Oh my God, I love Metal Church.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, I know you didn't, you weren't introduced to them until about 6 or 7 years ago, but man, always been a big fan.
Yeah, I'd never listened to them in the day. I mean, I knew Ton of Bricks from the MTV video.
Sure.
And that's literally the only song I knew. Up until, I think I didn't even know them until you made me go see them.
Yeah, you had to go see them on that Wasp, Stephen Piercy,
and Metal Church
tour.
Yeah, and then once I saw them, I was like, holy fuck, how did I miss this band?
I remember you were on your way down to the metal show, and you stopped in there just to catch Metal Church before you went on the air.
Yep, and they were great.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
And then we got to be friends with those guys, and
did a little takeover show for us.
Yeah, did the takeover show upstairs at Peabody's, which was, I had, at the time, they had 5 guys in the band, and me sitting around what was literally like a kid's school desk.
Right.
Upstairs at Peabody's, and they were all sitting around it, and I was just turning the microphone from guy to guy.
Yeah, you were doing a talking metal.
Yeah, because we only had the one mic.
Sure.
And then I spent hours cutting all the turnings out of it.
Right.
So that it sounded smooth. But,
sure.
But, hey, that's the lengths we had to go to back then.
Yeah, back in the day, man.
We didn't have all the equipment like we do now.
Yeah, things we had to do to make things happen for you guys.
No.
All right, since you and I are both advocates of gun rights.
Sure.
And there's been so many controversial stories about gun rights and, unfortunate circumstances that surround the use of guns or the lack of use of guns.
Right.
A year ago, a young black kid in Cleveland, Tamir Rice, was killed by Cleveland police.
Yes.
Because he had an airsoft pistol.
That's correct.
That they thought was a real gun.
Mm-hmm.
And they shot this kid.
Right.
Because they thought he was being threatening with it.
Right. Well, allegedly he was for the whole afternoon before they shot him.
And, of course, they didn't know if it was a real gun or not because these airsoft guns look a lot like a handgun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the same incident happened again today. Today.
Please don't say in Cleveland.
Yeah, well, it was in Painesville.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
But I don't think there's going to be any shock.
No shock?
Or outrage.
None?
Or, parading in front of the queue.
So it was a white kid?
It was a white guy.
Okay, of course.
So there will not be any major news coverage. There will not be any drawn-out trials. There will not be any protests.
So it's a dead white kid?
It's a dead white man.
And amazingly, I have seen nothing about this on my Facebook feed.
Okay.
Nothing.
A man was killed by Lake County Sheriff's deputy and was holding a replica gun.
Okay.
A 54-year-old Perry Township man was holding an airsoft-style replica gun when a Lake County Sheriff's deputy shot him and killed him.
Okay.
Thomas Herco was shot Thursday by an 18-year veteran as Herco raised the gun toward the 3 deputies, Lake County Sheriff Daniel Dunlap said. Dunlap at the Thursday's news conference described Herco as a troubled man who savagely stabbed his wife several times with a butcher knife.
Wow.
The stabbing was what prompted the deputies to go to the house at the 2900 block of River Road.
Okay.
Herco was waiting outside with the replica gun when deputies arrived, officials said. He ignored repeated calls to drop the gun and raise it, and he raised it toward the deputies.
Well, then he should get his head blown off.
Right. But it was a fake gun, though.
So what?
They shouldn't have killed him because it was fake.
Yeah, whatever.
You know? They should have recognized it was a fake gun.
You get one chance to follow the order, then you get shot.
Right. But it was a fake gun. He didn't even have a real gun.
Hey, whatever.
Shock and outrage.
Well, you know, that does not make a difference when it's a white guy.
Yeah. White lives matter.
No, they don't. They don't matter even. The only thing that matters is rat lives.
I think you need to go down to the queue and start protesting.
Yeah, sure. That'll happen like never.
And I think you need to go have John Drake debate you as to why you're out there protesting.
Yeah. Have Stephanie be there chanting.
Right.
No, they don't.
Right. One deputy fired 4 times and struck Herco twice.
Yeah.
He died after he was taken to the emergency room in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
The man's 55-year-old wife was taken to Tri-Point Medical Center in Concord Township before being flown by helicopter to the Metro Health in Cleveland.
Hey, I've been there.
Yep. She was in stable condition on Friday afternoon.
Wow.
Dunlap would not release the names of the deputies involved in the shooting, all of whom had been removed from shift duties during the investigation.
Okay.
He said all 3 have been cooperating in the investigation. They were more than willing to speak with us last night, Dunlap said. Nobody said, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to say what happened.
Okay.
The sheriff said he is confident that the deputies acted properly.
Right.
The officers that responded to the scene, those 3 deputies are all senior veteran officers of the sheriff's office and have not been previously involved in complaints of excessive force or the use of fatal force.
Right.
Dunlap said he didn't know if the replica gun was loaded or if it had the orange safety tip.
Okay.
The Lake County Crime Lab seized it as evidence.
Yeah.
The shooting will be reviewed by the Lake County prosecutor. The sheriff's office is still investigating what motivated Herco to attack his wife. Well, she was probably being a fucking cunt.
Yeah, dinner was
Yeah, she probably deserved it, man.
Yeah, man, get that dinner on the table on time.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll take my airsoft gun out and pop you in the ass.
Well, he stabbed her, right?
Yeah, well, he stabbed her, yeah.
The steak is too tough.
Right. Just look at Don in the chat room. Just shoot him.
Shoot him.
Yep. A 911 recording revealed details about the aftermath of the stabbing before emergency responders or law enforcement officers arrived.
Who called 911?
It doesn't say.
Was it the guy or was it the girl that was stabbed?
It doesn't say. She survived, so she was obviously she could have still been conscious, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Several people were in the house several people were in the house.
All right.
During the stabbing and the shooting, including Herco's stepfather and his in-laws. Nobody else was hurt.
How old is this guy?
54.
Oh, so it's not a kid.
No.
Okay.
Herco had several run-ins with the Lake County law enforcement over the last 3 decades.
Mm-hmm.
He's had drunken driving arrests dating back to 1985. He was also convicted of domestic violence and men around the lake in 1989. The most severe incidents happened in 2006 in Willowick when he barricaded himself inside a house. During the standoff, Herco said he would commit suicide if police entered the house. He was later convicted of disorderly conduct.
They should have entered the house.
The sheriff's department doesn't have body cameras or dashboard cameras, and Dunlap said the incident probably won't affect that. With Tamir Rice, they had the video, and it didn't solve anything, did it?
Nope.
Referring to the 12-year-old boy who was holding an airsoft replica gun when he was shot in November of 2014.
Right.
The department has been discussing the possibility of buying cameras for about a year, Dunlap said, but they can't afford to buy them anytime soon.
Well, nice.
So, anyway, here's a white guy who got gunned down because he had an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
But I don't hear any shock or outrage or protests.
No, I thought you said this was going to be another upsetting story. Thinning the herd stories are always good.
Well, it's upsetting to me that nobody's out there taking up the cause.
Please. They are taking up the cause. They're not saying anything because what was supposed to happen did.
Right.
A fucking dummy got killed.
Yeah, but it was a fake gun, though. He got killed over a fake gun.
Care if it was a fake knife that he stabbed her with. Kill him anyway. He's a fucking idiot.
Right.
Sometimes idiots just have to go.
Right. Well, sometimes you just need a little chlorine in the old gene pool. Mm-hmm. I'm all for that.
Little ground up glass in the dinner every night.
Exactly.